Eddie, Eddie, look! I am a transformer. Why am I green and orange? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shelf Space. I'm your host, Ross13, and today we are looking at Transformers Age of the Primes Venin. Released like a week ago in 2025, Venin is a brand new take on the deluxe Insecticon Venom. He's also the first Age of the Prime toy I've reviewed here, so that's neat. And I must say, this is a very interesting figure. In some ways, his design feels dated, but that's because he's a fairly close recreation of his original toy, which has its origins dating all the way back to 1984. There's also a lot more sharp angles on this guy compared to the other Legacy Insecticon, so it has just a little bit of a different hand feel compared to the others. Articulation isn't different from the others, though. It's pretty much what we've come to expect from modern Transformers, with lots of swivel and universal joints giving him decent posability. I especially like the hinge on his neck, though that's mainly there for transformation. Still, it allows him to look all the way up, which I imagine will be handy for flying poses. I will say his wings get in the way quite a bit, but that's a holdover from the original design, so it's kinda hard to get mad about. Besides, if you want, you can move them to the front and have them as sort of oversized skirt armor. For accessories, he comes with this neat battle axe hatchet thing. Kinda reminds me of the Zaku Heat Hawk, but you can actually break it apart and get an electric blaster gun and battle axe, very similar to the original G1 toy. These can be held in either hand, or you can use the various 5mm ports that Hasbro continues to use. Transformation is interesting. It's not super difficult, though his legs take a little getting used to. There's just elements that we don't see super often anymore, like the way his arms collapse in on themselves, or how the shoulders have a sliding mechanism. The way the head moves is kind of odd too. Not bad, mind you, just different. Can't argue with the results, though. We now have a mechanical cicada. This guy looks really neat. Again, he's fairly close approximation of the original G1 toy, with a few bits of extra detail. You can store his weapons on his side, but I think that looks a little weird, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Though I may use the plug on the underside. Overall, like his brethren, he's kind of a blocky brick with a few extra bits sticking out that can move. But for a robot bug, I wouldn't expect that much more. And those translucent wings bring a lot to this party. I also really dig the color scheme in both modes. Green and orange work well together, I think, and the additional bits of red really pop. Especially that translucent red part on the top there. That's actually a new addition to make him fit in with the rest of the Insecticon. Speaking of which, I am so glad that I have this guy to add to the entire group.